Hello, Frederick. Welcome to Entrepreneurs Talk podcast by Women Flix. I'm so glad for you to be here today with me, joining me on this podcast. Could you hear me, Frederick?
Hello.
Me, Frederick.
Yes, I can. Hello.
Fantastic. I'm so glad you're here today. Are you excited?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited. I can't even stop smiling.
That's amazing. Tell me, Frederick, where are you talking from? What country, city?
Okay, well, I'm talking from Kampala, Uganda. I'm from Uganda. So it's, great sunny weather outside.
Fantastic.
Really warm and tropical. So, yeah.
Fabulous. Oh, sounds delicious. So I'm in London. It's not a sunshine outside. It's not hot weather, but it's time for winter right now. So that's all right as well. It's beautiful, but in the other way, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be speaking with you from Uganda. Fantastic. I've got some friends from Uganda too. I never been there. Well, one day we never know. So
Yeah, you should come through.
yeah, one day let's see if I'm gonna come and join you on a stage somewhere in Uganda. Sounds good, right? Sounds a deal. I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Because you're coming a little bit after when I'm talking, so I hope you getting my message straightforward. I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's start. Tell me, Frederick, your background. Who is Frederick?
Okay, well, I did my university, I did my degrees in South Africa. And so I moved back to Uganda from Johannesburg in 2019. And then when I moved back, I was an intern. I did 2 internships. At the end of my second internship, it wasn't satisfactory. So I didn't really see any career progression. And so it was a bit of a challenging time, in my career. And so that's when I decided to really go forward with my plan, because my original plan had been to, get a job, work for a few years, save some money, and then start what I'm doing now. So my initial challenges kind of forced me to kind of take a leap sooner than I had planned, which, worked out for me.
Fantastic.
And so I started publishing my own books, and I started creating the creativity school. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
So, and can you share with me what exactly kind of internship you were doing? Because you didn't work like you mentioned.
Well, I was unpaid internship. So I would go to the office. I wasn't getting a salary or stipend or, none of that. So at the end of it, I didn't find the terms satisfactory. So I just decided, to leave. And yeah, so that's where I was at.
But this internship, I couldn't hear, was related with your degree, or was something out of your degree description or your choices?
It was something related to my degree. I did my degree in media studies in English, and I worked for a media house, so it was closely linked to my degree.
Okay, all right. So that's fair. That's fair. If you felt that the second internship was not a real good move for you, right? Is that what you said before?
Yeah.
Okay. So then made you start something that it really worked, correct?
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
sometimes we need to go like this, like on a path
You know.
like it's gonna bring us up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerful, more powerful than before.
Yeah.
So, and how you got started, that business that you
That's-
got.
Pardon?
How did you got started your business? Because you said you left the internship and you started, but how and why? What made you really? How did you start it?
Okay. The plan was always, I was always going to get into what I'm doing now.
Right.
Um, Except now, it was a lot sooner than I had planned. And so when I finished, I really took a look at my prospects and, where things were going. And I said, okay, um, things aren't really moving or progressing the way I'd like. So why don't I take a chance on myself? Really put in the time and put in the work for a year and start to build something. And so that was really my mindset when it came to, creating my businesses and what I'm doing. And so another thing, I've always loved creativity. I've always loved books. When I got into it, I didn't have much money, so I had to be incredibly resourceful. How I moved, how I created my own things, and so my own creativity has really helped me, when it comes to building my own career, because I had to really think of how to make something happen when you're in a very tight budget. So that's
impressive.
how I began.
And you began just a year ago, correct?
Yes, just a year ago.
Wow.
A year and 1 month, actually. A year and 1 month.
Wow, congratulations. I'm so delighted to be here, to having this opportunity, because in couple of years in the future, I will be looking at you and I'm like, yes, I remember him. You done a podcast with me. And you're very famous. I love it. I love to get to know young entrepreneurs that just started, and I'm sure, I don't know what is your age, but if you want to share with me and my listeners, I think it will increase the empower to other young people for creating their business.
Okay, well, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say that. I am 25.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
What a bless. And is anyone in your family that is an entrepreneur like you?
Both my parents. So I was able to learn like a lot of things from them on, especially how to have grit and how to, just keep going even when things are difficult. So yeah, I think there's two things they taught me: how to be resourceful and how to just really keep going when things were hard.
Yeah. Wow. Can you, Fredrick? I'm so impressed with you. Can you give a tip to me and to my listeners right now about creating your own business? What you would say right now to anyone to impact their life?
Well, what I would say right now, I think I would say two things. I think first, planning is really important. I think before you start your own business, I think you really have to plan. How you're going to move, how you're going to maneuver. So what is it you need? If you have to contact suppliers, if you have to, what resources are you going to need? So I think you really have to keep that in mind. And once you have a plan, it helps you to move and not to waste resources. Because, you can, if you go into things without a plan and you have all these unexpected expenses, you end up burning through so much cash. and that can be a real problem. And also another thing I would say is you have to plan and also be flexible at the same time. So in your plan, try not to be so rigid, sticking to your plan, because sometimes you can miss out on unexpected opportunities, or sometimes things don't really work the way that you might have envisioned them. So you might have to switch directions like at a moment's notice. So I just said those two things, both planning and flexibility.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh, you see, I listen my voice.
Oh, you see?
Oh. This is twice for people listen properly. And now, now tell me about your school, the Creativity School. That's the name, right?
Yes, that's the name.
What is included in this school? What is happening there?
Well, the Creativity School is a platform. We have an app coming soon. I'm planning on launch in November. So on this app, we try to take a less traditional approach to learning. And what we did was we tried to make learning more exploratory, dictating what you need to do. So we are exploring different topics like mastering yourself, money, creativity, that sort of thing. And we're doing that through our audio channels.
Oh.
And so we have our audio channels, then we have our tidbit of the day. So these will be in the form of push notifications. So our tidbit of the day will just be like
a phrase, a code,
tips.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I said I mean you said the tip of the day, and I mentioned that like a quote or a daily tip, something like that, right? That's really good.
Yeah.
And
so
when you say video, what exactly is, like, your school provides programs with specific training related with creativity or let's say, I don't know, money or self-esteem, but on video way, like presenting videos? You will be talking?
We are doing ours through audio. So be like how you listen to a podcast. So it's like a similar format. You just need to listen to a series on mastering yourself or money, and it'll be just exploring what it means to be a creative and have money, because creatives usually have very interesting relationships with money. So we try to explore what it is how money can be a valuable tool as a creative.
Yes, totally. Because we, as a Women Flix as well, got a program to increase, to make other people know how to deal with money, and more related with women, but in general as well. We work with males as well, and we do have a program like that. And I totally understand. But ours is not a video, but it's kind of like, of course we use videos, but it's theory and video, and it's like in a program like a webinar, classes, something like that. Okay, great. And you already running this school, the Creativity School, online, or are you just gonna come out when is the app launch?
It's gonna come out with the app launch.
Yeah, I'm excited. Please send me details. I want to be there.
You'll be the first to know. You'll be the first to know.
Fantastic. Fredrick, don't tell me that, and I will wait. And you don't tell me anything back. I'm like, oh, what is Fredrick? But I'm sure you will send me. I'm so excited for you. And congratulations once again. I'm very grateful for being here and be talking to you and listen, because you just empower me more, like, yes, fire. Fire. This is the proper fire.
I'm
And you're welcome. You're welcome. So, and now tell me, sorry, you were about to say something?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I want you to tell to my listeners where they can find you and how they can find more about your work, because I want to make sure people get connected with you.
Okay, well, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So on my Twitter handle is at Kyomya. So that's Kyomya. And Instagram and LinkedIn, the handles are the same, Fredrick Kyomya. So it's Fredrick without the E. So Fredrick, and then Kyomya. So that's for Instagram and LinkedIn. And then my website as well, fredkyomya.wixsite.com. And yeah, and you can find my books on Kobo, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and anywhere where they sell online books. That's where you'll find me.
That's a really good thing. Anyway, I love it. And by the way, we didn't spoke about your books. How many books have you wrote? How many? You said books.
Well,
So many.
I've written about 12 books now.
What?
Some of them are fiction, some of them are self-help. So some of them are self. You're not like really shocked. You're like, what?
Wow. Wow. Yes, I was shocked. Yes, you're right. Yes, totally. 25 years old, 12 books. That's super amazing. You are so on your website. Yeah. You were saying fiction?
Yeah, I was just saying some of fiction, self-help, and I have 2 poetry, but those are just 2 of them. But yeah, I've written self-help on creativity, and planning, and self-mastery, and confidence as well.
Yes. I want to check that. Where we find your books? On your website?
Yes, there's a link on my website, but if you go into Amazon or Barnes and Noble and you search Fredrick Kyomya, the whole list will come up as well.
That's really good. Okay, thank you. Do you have anything that you haven't shared? And is something that you created? Tell me.
No, I don't have any more surprises. I don't have any more.
That's a lot. No, it's not about to be a surprise. It's about to be a bless. I'm like, woohoo! This is amazing. It is amazing. The like you came out from an internship that you felt that was not the real power, like the real thing for you, and you start your own business with a plan, with an idea. You create it, and then you put on out, and you just blowing, boof, and you're like, woohoo! I'm here. That's really powerful. I really enjoy to get to know you more. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. This is just blow my mind. You made my day.
Thank you. So kind of you to say that. that actually has made like my entire year.
Oh, that's amazing. That's wonderful. So before we go, Fredrick, let me just mention one thing that while you were talking about your links, I didn't mention, but all your links will be on the description of the podcast when it comes live. So anyone that is listening, you just go to the description and find Fredrick details and get to know Fredrick, get this application and check his website and his pages and follow him and support his work. An amazing entrepreneur. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm sure I'm going to keep in touch with you. I will follow you.
God bless. Definitely. I'm always just an email and some call away.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm sure, yes, we're gonna keep in touch. You take care, and I speak with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.